Hello, sunshines! Welcome to Vlogmas 2024. How are we already here? I'm so excited. So today is day 0, and I am coming to you because, right? That way? I can't. There we go. Yeah, oh, I kind of did it. That white box right there. That is my advent calendar. I actually bought an advent calendar this year instead of just making one. Which I could have done, but I didn't. So I'm pretty excited. I bought a Yarny advent calendar. I also bought advent calendars for my kiddos, but they haven't arrived yet. Mom fail. I'm getting... Children, if you're watching this, pause. Well, only the one child who might be watching this. Don't watch this. Don't watch this. Come back for tomorrow's video. Turn this off. Don't ruin your surprise. So I'm gonna say what I got them. So I got me a Yardy advent calendar, and I got a D&D advent calendar for my oldest, and like a Taylor Swift bracelet calendar for my youngest. But I didn't order them until mid-November, so they'll be a little bit late. Just a little bit late. It's fine. It's fine. They can catch up. It'll be exciting. But anyway, I'm excited. So today I want to show you what I am planning on working on during Vlogmas. Because that's what it's mostly going to be. It's going to be crafty things and reading things. So let's look at my advent calendar. All right. So this is what I have. I have an advent calendar from Purple Circle Yarn Co. And I'm excited. So I had intentions to actually buy an advent calendar from a different company, but then in the way of ADHD, I forgot. So I forgot. And I saw Lisa of Knit All the Yarn podcast talking about getting this advent calendar, and I was like, oh man, I wanted to get an advent calendar. And so I went to check the place that I was originally going to buy from, and they didn't have them listed anymore. And I was like, well, this seems like a good advent calendar, something I would like. So let's open it. I haven't even opened it. I literally just took the plastic that it came in off of it. So let's see. Oh my gosh, look how cute. Okay. So, woo! I almost knocked it off of my dresser. So they're individually wrapped. How cute is that? And it is opal mini skeins, and they're 10 grams. So what my plan is, I already have my little knitting needle right here. My plan is to use these to make socks for my oldest kiddo. Just really fun, scrappy socks. They're just 10 grams. So, right? Were they 10 grams or 5 grams? 10 grams, I think. I don't know. They were some amount of grams. And, yeah, I'm just gonna knit them into a pair of socks for my kiddo. Scrappy and fun, and you can kind of see the color through there. I'm excited. If there's a color that I particularly love and I feel like it needs to go in one of the many scrappy blankets that I'm using or making, I'll do that. But my plan is to make scrappy socks for my kiddo because my kiddo is so very knit-worthy, and like, I don't know, probably a month ago, they're like, oh, why do... Like, I'm looking for the socks that you made, but I think they're all in the laundry because those are my favorite. Like, those fit the best, and they keep my feet from getting sweaty, and I love them the best. So, spoiler alert for goals for 2025 is make my kid some more pairs of socks or some more single socks. My kid doesn't care, right? They don't wear their socks matching. So, I'm going to start out by making scrappy socks. And I think that the opal socks will take maybe 70-ish grams per sock, roughly, because my kid likes a longer sock. So that's what I'm thinking. Maybe 60 grams My kid has big old feet. So I'm really excited for that. I also plan to work on a few things. So let's look at those. I have a granny square blanket that I am making for my work mom. So I'm going to count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 rows complete. I am close to finishing attaching the 8th row. And after I have that, I have in this glass jar, I have 31 squares. My rows are 14 squares across. So 14 plus 14 is 28. And then I have 31. So that's 3 squares for the next row, which 14 minus 3 is 11. So I'm going to make 11 more squares because I'd rather add to the blanket than leave 3 of them out and like rip them out or something. I need to be mindful when I'm making them. No more green squares. As you can see, this blanket is green heavy, which is fine. I love it. And then I think I need to make it a pretty even distribution between light colors and darker colors just to keep the blanket balanced. So that's going to be coming up during Vlogmas because I want to gift this to her for the winter holidays, and it's my work mom, so I have to finish them before we go on break for winter holidays. So there's that. I have this blanket that I'm going to make for a middle school auction. I don't need it done soon because it's going to be for the next trimester, and we just started the first trimester. It's 13 weeks, but I do want to make some pretty significant progress on it. So I'm in the increase section right now. If I could get to the straight section and then work maybe half of the straight section by the end of December, I think that would put me in a really good place for when I'm back in the grind doing tough work at school. So some projects you're likely to see during Vlogmas. This hat that I'm making for my sister's oldest kiddo. I'm on the brim. I have this much left of this skein and a full other 50 grams that are going to go into the brim. And I need to work on this, but I do not want to. There's nothing wrong with it. It's lovely. It's fine. I just, like, the yarn is fine. I'm just working it on a USF hook with this worsted weight yarn. So it's dense and it's all half double crochet. It's fine. It's fine. I also have this pair of blue socks. So the first sock is on the toe. The second sock is at the heel. So I've just barely started the heel flap. Yeah, there you go. Just barely started. I think that's about 6 rows in. So this and this are holiday gifts, so I need to get those done. I am also going to be working on my green and black leggings because I want those to be finished. And I have this sock that's just kind of a carry around project. Like it lives in my pocket. And until I get through the heel on this, this will be my work knitting because it's just straight now. There's no more decreases. I'm through the gusset. It's just straight down the foot. And then I have these goals that I'm not doing terrible on, but it's not as many done as I would like. Although this one, dangerously close. At this exact minute, I only need to do 2 more scraps and then I'm done with 400 scraps. The black and green leggings are going pretty good. I'm like almost to the knee and then they're going to fly. I know it. Have not started that. I don't know how many squares I have together right now, 70 something, I think. So pretty behind on that. But last year at Vlogmas, I knocked my barn-raising square goal out of the park. So I'm kind of hoping same thing happens. Have not started this. The kiddo presents, I'm doing okay. I still have to make My littlest wants a pink dress with a purple heart motif on the chest. I think I'm going to sew it because there's no way I could knit or crochet it now at this point. So I have to figure that out. And then the hat, the witch's hat. Ooh, I will. And then fingerless mitts for team. So I have one pair made. I'm going to count the granny square blanket for one of those because she's on my team. And so then I just have 5 more things to make. Not necessarily fingerless mitts. Maybe some other things that are not fingerless mitts. Maybe hats or gloves or something else. I'm leaving that open to interpretation. And that will get me covered on my holiday gifts. And then, if I finish all of those things, this little monster will probably be finished because this is where all of my ends go. So she's waiting. It's Ruby the Lovable Huggable Monster by Jenna Krupar, I think. So she's just waiting for more scraps to go in, more ends and stuff. So I'll be working on her, but you probably won't see her again unless I have a lot of ends for some reason. And then something for me that doesn't have a deadline or anything, and is just barely started. This is going to be a hat. This is going to be I'm going to make myself a, what is that called? Oh my gosh, I have a green one. Pause. What is this called? What is this? Oh, a sockhead hat. I'm going to make myself a black sockhead hat because I love my green one, but I would also like to have a black one because sometimes I don't want to wear a green hat. So yes, that is also in the plans, right at the end of December. Not anything that I need finished soon, definitely not a priority, but yeah, I cast it on a long circular to do magic loop, but magic loop is not my favorite, so I ended up buying a 16-inch circular needle so I could just zoom on it because it's not fiddly. You just go around and around and around without having to do cord management. So yeah, those are my crafty goals, and then I do have some reading plans. Oh wait, pause. Before we talk about reading, I do also want to make one more gift. One of my friends' moms collects gnomes. And I don't usually want to make toys, but I kind of want to make her a gnome. So I don't know which one of these I'm going to pick for like the body and the hat. I do have a pattern in mind. I'll put a screenshot right here because I don't remember what it's called, but it's on the screen right now. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know which one I want to pick, but those are my thoughts. It should be cute. All right, sunshines. So on to what I plan to read during Vlogmas. So I'm going to be starting a book today called Crow Bones by Anne Bishop, and it is a book of the world of others. I've read all of the other ones in the series, but not this one, so I'm pretty excited for it. It's kind of dystopian-ish, not really. I don't know, like alternate world if vampires, werewolves, other types of supernatural creatures, kelpies and things were prevalent in the world, and humans decided that they were going to mess with them. Like, they're known entities, they're known politicians, they're known things, and humans were like, no, we're going to take back the world from them. What? So that's what that series is about. So I'm pretty excited for that. But I was at the library returning a couple books, and I know that at some point this month when I finish Crow Bones. It's always been in the back of my mind since I heard about it. For the Throne of Glass series, there's a tandem read for books 5 and 6. I think it's 5 and 6, 4 and 5. I don't know. Empire of Storms, and I think the other one is like Tower of Dawn or something. They did not have that one at the library. So I might check back at the library because I'm not going to read it right away. So I might check back and see if they have it at the library in a few weeks or whatever, whenever I want to read it again. Or I do have it on Kindle, so I can always read it there. But I'm going to go ahead and put the tandem read suggestions. I think this is really cool because what I understand is I've read the Game of Thrones books, and Game of Thrones, like books 3 or 4 or 4 or 5, something like that, one follows one set of characters, the other follows the other set of characters, but they're on the same timeline. So my understanding is that Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn do the same thing, where instead of following everybody in the story and breaking the book into 2 that way, they follow one group through a whole thing and one group through a whole thing in the other book. But someone figured out tandem style, what chapters you would have to read to be like at the same place timeline wise in both books. So I'm really, really excited about that. You know, I'm a book nerd. So I'm going to go ahead and put those chapter listing things here with credit to the Instagram account that did that. So that is going to happen at some point this month. And then I was minding my own business. I was on a mission. I was just going to get those 2 books. And then Hip Hop His History was like, hey girl. And I was like, no, don't talk to me. I'm on a mission. I'm just getting a couple books. And I was like, psst, psst, girl. So I have to get it. It's been a minute since I've read, okay, so it's entertainment is what it says, but it's a nonfiction book. I haven't read a nonfiction book in a hot minute. I love hip hop. So I am actually really excited to read this. I don't know when, but hopefully starting it in December. That's the goal. We'll see. That's the goal. I don't know why I keep doing this, but like I guess I'm crossing my fingers that I'll get to it. It's just, I've picked it up recently. I don't know why. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Those are my reading plans. Okay, I've actually changed my mind. I'm going to cast on a 1.5 instead of a 2. I think a 2 will be a little bit too loose. I thought Opal was a little bit thicker, kind of like a Patton's Croy, but it's not. So, yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. My kiddo's going to love these socks. And I did get the 10-gram mini version. So I'm thinking it'll be about 7. So I should be able to make my kiddo some socks, like 3 socks. However, do we think that this is an Opal or comparable? Like, the twist looks similar. I think this is comparable. So what I might do is, to keep it easy and flowing, I'm thinking I might, when I get to the heel, I might put this sock on a size 1, do the heel on a size 1, but then cast on the next sock on this 1.5. Maybe I can get like 3.5, 4 socks out of it if I do toes and heels in this, and don't necessarily push to do toes and heels during the week, but then do them on the weekends. That way I can keep it, I can keep the minis going Monday through Friday without having to worry about heels and stuff. That's my thought. That's my thought. I don't think I'm going to do this whole first mini. What am I saying? I was thinking I was going to do the leg in just part of it in ribbing, but maybe I want to do the whole leg in ribbing. I don't know. We'll see where this goes. I'll check in with you later today. Happy Vlogmas day 1. So I've decided this is so pretty that first I need to make it into a square, and then I will make it into the sock. But I really think that this is like the perfect stuff I was looking for a square. So I think I figured out a trick for my brain for this hat. The hat and the squares are both worked on the same size hook. So I'm going to go ahead and work 1/8 of the hat and then work, so I have this square in process. I'm going to work one side until the square is finished, and then I'm going to keep alternating a side of a hat for a square until this is finished. And then when the square is finished, I'm going to alternate probably rounds 1 and rounds 2 with a side of a square, and then do a side of the square and a side of the hat and alternate that for the next little while. So at least the hat will be getting some progress, but I'll also be working on something I'm excited to work on. Hey, sunshines. So I'm in Ohio. I'm at a rest area because of course my anxiety said I had to leave way super early. And I feel way less weird laying cuddled up in a blanket at a rest area than, although I was gonna say then at the Panera parking lot, because we are meeting at Panera. But honestly, I've done that too, but I might sleep, and that's the difference. Like, I can sleep at a rest area. I don't think I can sleep in the Panera parking lot. That would stress me out. So yeah, I might take a little tiny nap because my anxiety had me leave like a whole hour early. So I have a whole hour, well, less than that now, about 40 minutes, before my anxiety says I should start driving again. We've agreed. I set a timer. I'll still be early to Panera, but whatever. I won't be an hour and a half early to Panera. So, here is the sock. It started. I did 15 rounds on the cuff. I was toying with the idea of making a fully ribbed leg, but decided I didn't want to do that. Mostly just because I don't want to do all that work. I remember back in the day when I said I would just never do vanilla socks, or I didn't understand the appeal. Silly me. But anyway, here is the sock. I did make a granny square out of it first. out of this yarn first. But then I also had, I think it, like, this stripe down here is actually a different yarn, because I had just a little teeny nugget of yarn that I made a square with this morning, and then I had just a little teeny nugget left, and it felt like it might be an opal yarn, so I just stuck it in because I figured, why not? I am the boss of my knitting, so yeah. I don't know that I'll need seven minis to make a sock. Like, if I use the whole minis, it might be more like 5, which would be cool, because then I will be making even more socks for my kiddo. But I'm proud of that progress, and I am, I don't know, maybe a little more than a third of the way down the leg of the sock. So cool. I'm gonna read a little bit and I'm gonna rest. I kind of want to sleep, but I don't know if I'm gonna sleep. But I'm gonna read a little bit and see if that puts me to a little nappy nap. And I will check in with you maybe in the Panera parking lot, maybe not until I get home. Who knows? Drive days are not super exciting. Okay, I promise I only did a little tiny bit of work on my lunch. It's a process that takes about 35 minutes, but it really only needs me to like be an active participant for like 4 minutes. Over that 35 minutes, I'm fixing a teacher's computer for them. So I'm doing that now because they need their computer to work, and I did a tiny bit of grading. Whatever. It's fine, excuse me. But now I'm going to put on a podcast or a vlog or something, and I'm going to do 1 round on the hat. I've decided I'm going to do 1 round because it takes not quite 20 minutes, but almost. And then I'm going to work on the Advent sock, which is looking like this. So I haven't done a ton of work, but that's like 8 rounds. It's not bad for just working on it here and there as I'm walking around my class this morning. Hey sunshines, it's like 4:30 p.m. and I haven't been home that long. I am so tired. Look at that. Look, I look like I got punched, dude. I didn't sleep very well last night. Like, literally an hour here and there, probably like 3 hours total. No real reason, just couldn't sleep. So I honestly don't know how much I'm gonna get done. I might just, it might be a scroll on the phone for a couple hours type of night, if I'm being honest. I am gonna try though to finish off the 10-gram mini. It's gonna be a big ask because I've barely started touching it, but I do want to get that worked into the sock, so I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do what I can. But I'm so tired today. It was a good day at school. Like, the kids were great. All of the kids were on point all day. I don't know. I do know. I exactly know. It is all of the energy that has to be expended to be a teacher, especially when you're an introvert. It's rough. Hey, sunshines. It's 8 p.m. I'm probably not staying up too much longer. Excuse me. I did kind of get a second wind after I had some food. Who would think that letting your body run out of fuel would make you sleepy? So I did almost finish today's mini skein. I'm going to before I go to bed. My thought is I'm to the point where I want to put in the heel now. So I am going to, I mean, am I though? I don't know. My kiddo would love super, super long socks. Also, this pattern is really cool. This is the first time I've looked at what it looks like, really. That's really cool. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start the heel here. And I'm going to use this for the first part of the heel. And then this for the rest of the heel. Whatever this doesn't get through. And then when I do that, I'm going to switch over to US size 0 needles. So this is a 1.5, which is 2.5 millimeters. And this is a 2.0 millimeter. So the foot will be more dense, which is good. But that means that I'll have this needle open, but I'll also have this sock theoretically ready for the gusset, maybe if I finish the heel tonight, or I might finish it in the morning. We'll see. I don't have very much to go to edit on this vlog, just the things from today, because I think it's going to be long enough that I can like post it in the morning. So that's basically this is what I'm going to work on while I edit, and then maybe watch a vlog after that, and then probably go to sleep. So I don't know if I'll finish the heel by then. You'll see tomorrow, because I'm going to close this out here. But if I do that, then when I open tomorrow's mini, I will have 2 options for what to do with it. It could be attached to the sock, or it could be or it could be the start of the new sock. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I am sleepy, so I'm going to let you go here. I hope you're having a great December. Great start to December. Mine is going pretty well. I will take it. I love you guys. I will see you in a few days.